guys. You can't, like... I feel like I didn't even put anything on. Okay. Hi guys. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Afrodite by Olympia. Today's video is going to be a foundation wear test. I am going to be testing out the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturiser in the shade Deep Dark 21W, which is a warm shade. If you want to see how this foundation wears throughout the day, I suggest you keep watching.
From the top, okay, drop that, yeah, feel the funk, y'all, yeah, feel the funk, y'all, yeah, you lay back in the cut, what's up, what's up?
Hello my doves, hello. So yes, I am back. How are we? I hope we're all doing really well. Welcome to Afrodite by Olympia. If you're new here, my name's Olympia and I do videos here on YouTube about beauty and makeup, available in Australia for deeper skin tones. Everything featured in my video will be available to dark skinned Australians. So that's my... I would say that's my target audience, but I do have a lot of non-dark skin tone people who watch me. So I try to give an overall kind of perspective and not try to make it too much about skin tone. But I do like to highlight shade ranges and things like that because it's important to me and my makeup journey, if that makes sense. I'm going to be doing a foundation wear test for you guys today. This one has been highly requested. The Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturiser. I have never... Are you ready? Are you ready? Like, for real. This is a revelation. I have never worn a tinted moisturizer in my whole entire life. Ever. Like, never ever. And I had great skin younger. So, like, a tinted moisturizer would have been fantastic. But here in Australia, tinted moisturizers don't exist for my skin tone. Okay, it's just a fact. I got this tinted moisturizer from ColourPop. I will give you guys all the details, but first of all, before we get started, how about you subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, subscribe down below. Woo! Okay, cool. We got that sorted. Okay, let's bring up this foundation. This Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer retails for $14 US and it's available at colourpop.com. Online, I have the shade Deep Dark 21, which is a warm tinted moisturizer for deep dark skin tones. I had a look at the swatches. I couldn't really tell what one would be my shade. This is a hydrating, oil-free tinted moisturizer with lightweight coverage that evens skin tone and leaves your skin looking fresh and healthy. Formulated with hyaluronic acid, aka HA, and coconut water to support skin hydration without adding oil. This tinted moisturizer works for all skin types and makeup styles. Just customize your routine to create your own look. The finish is considered natural. And yeah, so number one, I love hyaluronic acid, oh my god, and I love coconut oil. So anything coconut, or it's coconut water, so it's coconut oil, so it would work differently on the skin. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm not, okay, it's a thing. Yeah, so it comes in 24 shades. My shade is the 4th deepest shade in particular foundation. It looks like it goes quite dark. I'm pretty impressed. I do understand with tinted moisturizers that it will suit a broader range of skin tones because it's such light coverage. This doesn't say... Now, I will, however, premise this by saying that my skin type used to be quite oily combo skin, like oily combo normal, but my skin's actually been kind of more like combo dry. So normal dry. I have like dry areas around my nose. My skincare routine has really helped to kind of normalize my skin. It's no longer overly oily. So this skincare, this foundation review is going to be very, very interesting when it comes down to my oil test. My foundation wear tests are a little bit different. And I'm hella rusty. So if I miss things from my usual, I do apologize. All right, we're going to zoom you guys in. And then I'm going to do a sponge on one side and a brush on the other. I am wearing primer already. This is the Magical Moringa by by LUSH. LUSH Cosmetics. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, LUSH. By LUSH. It just prevents oils from coming through, so it makes your makeup last longer. But this is what I always use, so it doesn't really, this hasn't changed in like legit 2 years. So, I mean, I swap it out for things here and there, but generally speaking, it's the same one. Okay, step into my office. I will put up on the screen, guys, right here. Over here. The foundations that I wear, like my shade ranges, just goes to have a point of reference in these things. Otherwise, I mean, this foundation wear test isn't going to make much sense if you don't know what other foundation shades I wear in other cosmetic brands and companies and that kind of thing. Alright, so it comes in a pump bottle, squeezy pump. That's what one pump looks like. Let's go in with a sponge on this side first. Sorry, I actually like to dot. Oh wow, that is sheer. Did I even put anything on? Without. Weird. I mean, it covered up my nose marks a tiny bit. I actually really like that. I'm gonna do another squeeze, and I'm going to do this side of my face. And I'm gonna use my favorite foundation brush at the moment. This is the Chikuhodo GSN2. And I'm just going to blend that in. You guys, you can't, like, I feel like I didn't even put anything on. I just want to go in with a third pump. Well, you can layer it. You can layer it. That's... Oh my gosh. Okay, best believe I'm going to be using a full coverage concealer because no. I do want to see how it looks with like other concealers. This is probably going to be like a good, I mean, this is 3 layers though. 3. At McGrath Labs. This is one of my most high coverage concealers that I own in my collection. This is in the shade Medium Deep 24. I do have a Medium Deep 23, like a new shade. I'm saving that for another video because I just want to see what it looked like. So we're going to conceal. I just really want to see how it plays with others. Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush, number 56. Why does this look so yellow compared to like almost green? I don't know, guys. Why is this so yellow? I don't remember this being this yellow. I don't know if it's the foundation and the shade not being right. I don't understand. Don't understand. I haven't set my face. It's a bit tacky, so I'm going to set it. McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Blurring Under Eye Powder in the shade Medium. Going in with the Inage Pro from Sonia G. And we're going to set under the eye. Make it make sense. What was the reason? What was the reason? So that powder, which is quite neutral, has kind of toned down that yellow a fair bit, which I am supremely happy about. Going in with the Mercier in translucent medium deep. I'm going to take this brush by a brand that is not going to be named. I have not been able to find a brush that's anywhere near similar to this. Like, guys, help a sister out. If you can recommend a brush that's like this to me so I can get this trash brand out of my makeup repertoire, collection, whatever you want to call it, that would be really nice. Like, I will love you forever. Literally forever. So this side is set. Okay, this is what my face looks like. Powdered, concealed, foundationed. I will say that my face is feeling quite light. It's feeling light. I am gonna come back at the 3-hour mark. I'll have a full face, full beat. Okay, guys, it has been 3 hours since I have done my foundation. This is check-in numero uno. As you can see, I have a full face on now. My lashes and eyes, and they were done before, but my eyes are finished. I've got bronzer on, blush, highlight, a little bit of contour, all this good stuff. Let's have a look at my face, shall we? I look very sun-kissed, I must say, but honestly, there's nothing. Hasn't broken down, texture looks good, pimples still coming through, but you know, it's really light coverage. I can still see my spots, but it's very light coverage, as you guys are aware. I'll be back at the 6-hour mark and we can have a full, proper discussion about this foundation and my thoughts. Okay, see you soon. You guys, I've had this on, I kid you not, for 10 hours. So I did a 3-hour check-in thinking I'd go to 6, but your girl got to editing and whatnot and lost track of time. Okay guys, if you are new to my channel and you don't know how my foundation wear tests work, I basically do what I consider like a grading system. A plus being fantastic, all the way down to an F, so A, like your schooling. I'm going to talk about oil control, performance, which includes things like whether it oxidizes, whether it's creasing, fading, lifting, separating that kind of thing, and then I'll give a grade at the end. I do take in consideration things like other foundations that I've used and how they have progressed as well. So I do kind of have that running in my mind. The oil control test is the first thing. So I always grab a Shiseido blotting sheet. 1 sheet or less means excellent oil control, and then 3 is not so great. Anything more than 3 is really just terrible. So I just grab the Shiseido blotting sheet and then I just blot any areas that I can see have some oil coming through. Now I would like to say that my skin generally isn't really as oily as what it used to be. Like after 12 hours of, it's been 12 hours. I think I said 10, but it's 12, sorry. After 12 hours of wear, I find now with me I get hardly any oil because my skin has kind of regulated itself. That pimple I had before that had no head, well, the head is coming up now. I cannot wait to wash my face and zap that with some acids. Oh, I just don't want it to scar. I'll probably end up popping it in my sleep, let's be real. Anyway, so this is the completed blotting. It's not even, I would say it's about half a sheet. That is excellent. I'm gonna change my parameters. I'm gonna say now if it's 1 sheet, if it's half a sheet or less, it's got good oil control. If it's a sheet, medium. If it's 2 or more, bad. I'm gonna have to change it now because my skin is different. That's what it looks like. So oil control is actually pretty good. I'm gonna give that A+ for the, well, an A at least for the oil control. Performance, okay. I applied 3 layers. So 3 layers, 3 pumps. So 1 pump on each side and then 1 final pump over the whole thing. I think it works better with a brush. I don't see the sponge, it doesn't make much sense to me because the sponge is going to shear it out. This is already a sheer moisturizing foundation, so it works well with other products. So I used the McGrath Labs concealer under the eye. It was a bit yellow if you remember correctly, but set it with the powder. It didn't interact with anything else, so it plays nice. I do have 2 bronzers, well actually 3 bronzers on my skin, and it seems to be holding up quite well. Like it's not really, hasn't really faded. It feels very, very lightweight. So I have not felt anything on my face all day except for the lashes. The lashes are the only thing that's irritating me right now. The foundation, honestly, it feels nice. It feels like I've got nothing on my face and I haven't felt anything at all. Little bit of gathering around my nose, but honestly it's not broken down at all. Like I just blot it and I could probably get another 4 or 5 hours of wear from this after blotting. Like I'm actually pretty impressed. I'm not impressed however with Colourpop, the brand itself, but this foundation I've been wanting to try it for a while and it's actually looking pretty good. I will say that the color is not quite right for me. It's warm, but because it's so sheer, it's kind of like a one size fits all kind of thing. I couldn't see any other shades that would be more appropriate to what I did purchase. So, you know, 21W, it is what it is. No, it looks pretty good. Now, did this oxidize? No oxidization, didn't change color. I did set it with powder and that kind of made it a bit more neutral, but other than that, it's such a sheer wash of color. Like it doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation. I mean, you can see my acne scars coming through, but it was doing that from the get-go. Yeah, so in terms of creasing, fading, lifting, separation, only around the nose. I can't see it, or around the mouth, but eating. Otherwise, I cannot see any kind of anything anywhere. It looks actually really good. I would be happy to continue wearing this for another 4 hours, to be honest. I'm not going to, but I would be. So taking all that in consideration and the way this feels, I'm going to give it an A. The reason I'm giving it an A is because, and not an A+, because realistically this would be an A+ foundation. I'm knocking off that plus because just the coverage. I just wish it had a tiny bit more coverage. I mean, I did two layers, technically 3 pumps. I'm wondering what would happen if I did kind of build it up a bit more compared to their other formula, the Pro Filter, I think it's what it's called. No filter foundation. So I'm in the shade Dark 190. I prefer this one, to be honest. I mean, I haven't tried this one in a hot minute. Like, this is almost full. Like, I barely even touched it. I need to go through my foundations and get rid of a whole bunch. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have done a foundation wear test in a long time, so this was fun. This is very, very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all, guys. Thank you so much for being here and watching my video to the end. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right, I miss you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I want to say goodnight. Bye.